let's play with some makeup. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of makeup video on my channel, and I want to do more of them this year because I've discovered a lot of makeup that I want to share with you guys. So what I want to do today is play with some mostly cream products. There is a gift with purchase special happening from Beauty Heroes this month that they wanted to feature, featuring the Simmer Bronzer from Vapour. So I have some Vapour cream stuff to play with. I've got some, what else do I got? I have a cream blush. I have some cream stuff from the Organic Skin Co., which is an Australian makeup brand that I've been trying recently and really loving. I have their palette, their concealer, and I've got a mascara from them as well. And then I've got a new brow product from Hint. Well, maybe it's not new. I don't really know. I didn't try their previous brow product, but they sent me, I guess it's reformulated or something. I'm not really sure. And then I wasn't sure what I want to do with my lips, so I brought a couple of lip options in here. So let's get started, I guess. I haven't played with cream products a lot. I really wanted to get into them because I like the idea of cream products, but before I never was able to get them to work for me just because of my skin. It did better with powders because it's more oily. I feel like because my skin is more hydrated now, it does better with cream and liquid products. I've had more success recently than I have had in the past when I used all powder. So I've played around with some of these things a little bit. I'm going to start with a little bit of the Vapour primer. I'm just using up this old one. It's in 902, which is their yellow carmine free shade. So Vapour isn't a vegan brand. They do have beeswax in, I think, the majority of their products. But I do only use their carmine free shades. I'm actually going to use two different primers today because I have pretty big pores. So I'm just going to go around my face with the Vapour primer, and then in like the areas where there's more pores, I'm going to use the Alima Pure Primer. So this is the Smooth and Prime primer, I guess. The Organic Skin Co. is a vegan brand, and they also have a couple of primer options. I didn't bring them in here though, because I felt like this one would probably be best for this area of my face. So it's like a thick, it's not silicone, but I'm not sure what in it. So I'm just gonna do this in like my cheek and nose area because that's where I have the biggest pores and like the biggest problem. Do the rest on my chin and forehead. But yeah, so that is primer. So I've played around with the Vapour a little bit. I do also have their concealer, but I didn't bring it in here because I don't find that the products have very much coverage, at least for me, or maybe it's the way that I was applying them, because I did apply them with a beauty blender the last time that I tried them. So then I saw these brushes from EcoTools, and I went and picked them up yesterday because they're designed for cream and stick products, which I thought would make them good for the Vapour products. So it's like, it comes in a pack of 3. I've only brought 2 in here. It's the Ultimate Buff Brush, which this one is for foundation. I also have the Ultimate Cover Brush, and this one is supposed to be for like concealer. So I'm going to start with concealer. I'm just going to take the Organic Skin Co. This is the Hide and Seek Cream Concealer with Organic Pomegranate and Sea Buckthorn Supercritical Extracts. I have the shade Rose Sand, which is sort of like a light neutral shade. This I haven't played around with yet. So we'll see how the coverage is on this. So these Ultimate Coverage brushes from EcoTools, whoa, that's lighter than I thought it would be. It's supposed to be like an airbrush finish. I'm actually going to put it up on my eyes too because I didn't bring an eye primer in here. So we're just going to use concealer as eye primer today. I don't know if my skin is just really, really red or that is way lighter than I expected it to be. Actually, it doesn't look that light in the mirror. Something about this camera, it picks up like color differently than in real life. So that's one eye. I'm gonna do the other side. I do like this brush. I do find it sort of giving like, I look ridiculous, an airbrushed finish. Get into my deep dark circles there. I'll sort of make a triangle, I guess. A little extra coverage on my cheeks. That will sort of carry on into the foundation. So I don't think I'm gonna put it anywhere else. You know what? I might put a little bit down here. Because I have some like really red blemishes on my chin. Do around my nose too. So I don't know, I think that has pretty crazy coverage. It might be like one shade too light, but I don't know. My skin is also really red. If my skin wasn't this red, it might match better. So let's go in with some Vapour now. Let's do the Vapour, that's the bronzer. The Vapour foundation. I have shade 115. So I'm just gonna go around and put it all over. And then I'm gonna go in and buff it in with the Ultimate Buff brush. Like the concealer, I don't really find that the foundation has the best coverage, at least not for me. I mean, my skin is also really red, so I need pretty high coverage to like even out my skin tone, and I feel like this is a very natural, it's a very natural coverage. I do like this brush though. It's a better application than the Beauty Blender for sure. I am going to put a second layer, I think, because my under eyes, while they don't look that bad in the mirror, they still look pretty crazy different in the viewfinder. And my skin is actually looking okay today. It's not super bad, but could be better, you know. It always could be better. I do like this though. I do like this foundation. Even though it's not like super high coverage, it does look very natural. Which, you know, some days I do like. I do like a more natural sort of like dewy. So I think that's all that I'm gonna do with my foundation. I mean, I do like the way it looks in the mirror. Like I said, my viewfinder always looks very strange. It looks natural in the mirror. Though I might have just taken it a little bit away from around my nose. Might have blended too much, so let's just do a little more around the nose and then we'll be done. And like I was saying, I do like that. I do like this brush. I think it does much better job blending in this kind of product than the Beauty Blender, which I tried before. So the gift with purchase from Beauty Heroes this month, the Love More promotion, is a Simmer Bronzer. So if you order $125 or more at the Beauty Heroes shop, you will get a free Simmer Bronzer, which is a carmine free shade. So it does have beeswax again, but it is carmine free. And actually I like this shade. I'm going to set a little bit of my face first before I do that though. I'm just gonna set like under my eyes and probably around my nose a little. I'm gonna take the new Modern Minerals, it's the matte translucent quartz powder, just underneath my eyes. I'm gonna do around my eye too. Sort of like set the concealer as a primer on my eyelids. And then we're gonna do around the nose. I'll do the chin a little bit. This area of my, and then the forehead. Sort of like the areas that get most oil breakthrough, I guess. So that's all I'm gonna do for powder. So then, like I was saying, the Simmer Bronzer is the gift with purchase. If you spend $125 or more, you get a free full-size Simmer Bronzer in Vapour, which I like the color on. I think it's a really nice color. I've played around with it once so far, and it works really well with my skin tone. So I just go around like this. So I'll show you how I apply it. I just do a little bit. I mean, you guys know me, I'm not like bronzer queen over here. Just do a little. And then I take a stippling brush and I just sort of blend it. Blend it in. And again, I feel like it gives a very nice, natural finish. It's not too, it doesn't look like muddy on me or anything. It just sort of gives me like a natural warmth, and it's super easy to blend in. And it just makes me look sort of more like healthy, like I've seen some sun recently, which I haven't. So yeah, that is the Simmer Bronzer. I like it. I'm very picky with bronzers and like contour products or like things like that because they tend to make me look not good. But I like that one actually. It just like warms up my face naturally. It makes me look healthy. So I'm gonna do blush now. I'm gonna use the Cream Multi-Stick in Awaken from All Naturale. I'm just gonna use the same brush, and I'm just gonna use the stippling brush so I can stipple a little bit of color on the cheeks. I like using the stippling brush with cream products too because I feel like it gives like a nice even blend. It doesn't deposit too much product. It's easy to blend out. And then you don't have to get your fingers dirty. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a scary story. So last night I washed my brushes, most of them for the first time since before Oliver was born. And Oliver is gonna be 2.5 in March. So I haven't washed some of my brushes in nearly 2.5 years, and that is not good. So I actually, what prompted it is I went out and bought some new brushes and I wanted to use them. So I was like, well, I should wash them. And so I picked up a few different Real Techniques brushes. I also picked up one of their, it's like the round one, you know, it's sort of like the artist, you know, the round buffing brush. I thought that might be good for like the Kosas, good for the Kosas foundation, because I did get that recently and I'm going to be trying that soon, but I wanted to do the Vapour foundation first. So I had picked up that brush and they were having buy one get one free at Ulta, so I picked up some other new brushes. I love the Real Techniques brushes. I actually went in just for these, and then I saw that the Real Techniques were buy one get one, so I was like, can't say no to that. But yeah, so I wanted to use those, so I knew I needed to wash them. So I was like, okay, I've got all these brushes I need to wash. I'm just gonna spend like the next 2 hours washing these friggin' brushes, so that way they are clean and good to go. I'm just gonna do brows right now. So yeah, I'd washed my cheek brushes at some point, maybe about a year ago. I do have a lot of blush brushes, so I was able to sort of use them, you know, I could use them, but not, you know, keep reusing the same one, you know what I mean? Because I have a lot of different options. But because I've been using a lot of like cream and liquid products lately, I need to wash my brushes more than like powder. And some of my brushes were so caked up with stuff. I really can't do that again. Like I need to, what my thing is like when I'm running out of brushes, I just tend to buy more brushes instead of washing them. You should see the collection of brushes I have. It's kind of ridiculous. It took me 2 hours to wash all of my brushes. I did all my eye brushes. I did all my face brushes. I did all my blush brushes. It was ridiculous how long it took me. I think I started at about like, you know, maybe it didn't take me 9 hours, or 9 hours, 2 hours. Because I finished about 11:15. I think I must have started around 10. So maybe it took me like an hour. It took me like an hour to wash all my brushes, but that's a long time. It's still a long time. So this is the Hint. It's their new eyebrow definer, cream to powder is what it says, and it comes in this little pot. I have the shade Taupe, and I feel like it matches my my brows particularly well. And again, I feel like it looks pretty natural, you know, compared to the rest of the face too. So that's that. So the next thing I'm going to do is eyes. I'm going to put some stuff away here because I've got stuff going on all over the place. All that's left is eyes and lips. So let me pull out my eye brushes. You know what eye brushes I've been loving lately are the MOTD eye brushes. They're so good. So, okay, so eye products. I wanted to show you these cream eyeshadows from the Organic Skin Co. So the Organic Skin Co is an all vegan makeup brand. They're from Australia, but they recently launched their US store, I think, or their US website. They have these cream eyeshadows. They also just recently released pressed eyeshadows. I'm trying to get them so I can I'm trying to get the full collection of cream shadows and press shadows so I can swatch them and show you guys, because I'm really, really impressed with the cream shadow formula. I have 2 of the cream shadow colors. I actually don't know what these are called. I will link down below the 2 colors that I have. Maybe it's like Daydream and Highlight, maybe. That's possible. I've used these in one other video before. I didn't use them, I wore them. I wore them in my empties video, and I really, really am impressed with the staying power. I didn't put a primer or anything else underneath. I did use concealer and powder today to sort of help it increase it more, but it took a long time for them to crease, and even when they did crease, it wasn't that bad. So what I like to do is I take the sort of darker, it's almost like purpley brown shade. These are so easy to blend too. And I just put it all over the lid. And then I do go in with a little bit of like a blending brush to sort of blend out the edges so it doesn't look so harsh. Blends it into the crease a little bit. And then I just, you know, I go back and forth between blending and patting it on until I've gotten the intensity that I really like. So that's one eye, or at least the top of one eye. Still gonna go through and do something else with the other shade. This is hard to do. The last time I did my makeup, I did it in the bathroom, like in front of the mirror. It's a little bit harder to do on these like little palettes with mirrors. But what I was gonna say, so I could talk about that while I'm talking about this. What I like about the Organic Skin Co. is that they're very eco-friendly. I think most of their products, anything that comes in like a pan, so like their concealer, they have a pressed powder, any of their eyeshadows, they have these lip and cheek colors. I have a couple of those as well. They all come in pans, so you can either buy them like this in the actual packaging itself, or you can buy 4 or 8 pan palettes and then customize them with whatever you want. So I have a 4-pan palette right now that has 2 eye colors and 2 lip and cheek colors that I really, really like. I thought I might have just gotten some on myself. But yeah, I like that they have these interchangeable pods that you can, you know, customize. And then once you're done, you just pop out the pod, you know, recycle the little pan, and then you can just keep refilling these palettes. So I love that. I love that they're very eco-friendly, and they're much more affordable if you do it that way. You know, if you buy I think the palettes are like 36 bucks. And then the pods, the cream shadow pods right now are actually like 10 bucks. I hope they're not discontinuing them. I emailed them because I'm trying to get an answer if they're being discontinued or not. I haven't gotten an answer back yet, but I hope they're not being discontinued because of like all the cream eyeshadows that I've ever tried. You know, like RMS does cream eyeshadows, Gressa does like cream eyeshadows. I really, really like this formula. Plus they're vegan. They have like a really large color selection. Can't really beat that. So the only kind of blending that I do is just like around the edge and into the crease, just so it's nice and blended. I don't do too much blending. Okay, and then I'm gonna do underneath. So I'm gonna take a little pencil brush. This is just one from Naturale. And I'm just gonna go underneath here. These things are so easy to blend. I love these cream shadows so much. I love this color too. This is like, it's like it was made for me. Okay, so I'm just gonna wipe that off a little bit. And then I'm gonna dip into this like gold highlighty color. I think it's actually called highlight. I think that's what it's called. I'm actually gonna do it on my finger first. So I'm gonna take it and then I'm gonna put it in the center of my lid. So it creates sort of like a shimmery gold in the center of the other color. So, and then I take a little pencil brush and I do the same thing in the center of my lower lid. So I just pop a little down there. And then in the inner corners. So, and that's what I like to do for the eyes. I'll do a close-up here once I wipe my hand off. Not a very flattering angle like my other camera is, but oh well. So then I'm just gonna do the Organic Skin Co mascara. So the Black Lash mascara. It's got like a rubber wand. I only do my top lashes. I just do not like the look of mascara on my lower lashes. I tried it again recently and I was just like, that was a mistake. I just hate the look of lower line mascara on myself. It just is not flattering for me. So that's the mascara. I just do one coat. It's pretty natural. And then I didn't know what I wanted to do for my lips. So I brought in a lip serum. I'm just gonna use Buff, I think, from Fit Glow. And there we go. Pretty much, yeah, that was like all cream products. The only thing I forgot to bring in here was a highlight. I probably would have done like RMS Living Luminizer or something. I think that would be really pretty with this look, but I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. I've been really loving cream products lately. They just, I think because I've gotten my skincare to a place where, like, you know, my skin is hydrated, it's not dry. My skin just It does better with cream than it used to, and I'm really liking this. It just looks so like natural and dewy. I just love it. I'm loving it. So anyway, that's all that I've got for this video. Definitely check out the Organic Skin Co. if you haven't, and if you're interested in the gift with purchase from Beauty Heroes, definitely pick that up before it is the end of the month. I don't know what the gift with purchase is going to be next month, but I don't think it's not going to be the Vapour product. But I really like that Simmer Bronzer. So if you've got, you know, similar coloring to me, or you've been looking at it, you've been wondering what it looked like, you know, on another person, yeah, it just looks very natural to me. It doesn't orange up the face. It nicely warms it up. Like you've been out in the sun, you've got like a nice healthy glow. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, or if you want to see more cream makeup looks, or more liquid makeup looks, or just more makeup looks. I don't know. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to see. But I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.